place is like a maze.
Elfie elves didn't want normal people near their precious well.
Well of sorrows. Finally!
Maker's balls.
Want them dead before the Master arrives!
Kaltora Virethan!
I will swim if I must. The
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor. The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now, or not at all.
You truly believe we can dismiss our armies with a handshake, Calpurnia?
What I offer may be their only chance to survive. You serve your people, you have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor, that is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
that's the case, why isn't Corypheus clawing at the well?
I will carry it like a jug brimming for his use. Can you not see? I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom to try to defeat Corypheus. But you'd still be just a child, playing with a sword. Corypheus will wield it as a master.
Once you've drunk from the well, Corypheus will use a ritual on you. You'll be a mindless tool, enslaved to his will.
Where I come from, idle tales must be proven.
Here, the page with his binding ritual. He tried it on your master, Erasthenes.
How could you know? And these runes, no one has written in these since... He made so many promises, and everyone alive. Venides cavern vas. He was to give to Vinter a true leader. If Corypheus would misuse me, he'd misuse them too. I was blind.
That's why you joined Corypheus? To see Tevinter rebuilt?
To see her reborn. Slaves allowed their true potential, corruption excised. Tevinter was the cradle of civilization. Imagine what her future could be. A crafter of wonders, standing against the savage Kunari. A beacon for all.
Perhaps Tevinter does need a strong leader. Be that woman, while you still can.
You mock me, Inquisitor, as if you'd let me walk away.
Our Inquisitor rarely makes idle offers, darling. I encourage you to take it.
If Corypheus triumphs. Listen, if any power can challenge him, it lies in the well. Perhaps its price is too high, but if you can take it, humble him. Vitae Benefaria, Inquisitor. Do not follow us. I will give you some time. I go to confront my master. Then I will return to Tevinter, if there is anything left of me.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
Our duty is all that remains. Those who drank from the Vira Balasan paid a great price. bound to the service of Mithal for eternity.
You claim Mithal was truly a god?
To you, it shall make no difference.
Of their kind, and this is what it comes to.
The decision to kill Abalas was mine, Morrigan, not yours.
The elf nearly brought the walls down upon us. I did what had to be done to save something far more valuable. You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mithal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Do not trust her, Inquisitor. She's a parasite, only here because she sensed a meal more hearty than you.
Said by one whose only motive for joining the Inquisition was altruism.
Is it altruism or sense not to plunge headfirst into a power you don't remotely understand?
Why should I be refused when the reasons to allow it are sound? Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You alone? This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Vivienne?
If anyone, it should be you. The mark on your hand may protect you.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mithal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
I hate to say it, but Abalas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Thoughts?
I would not trust the power in that well with anyone but you, my dear.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
It's called the Well of Sorrows. Sorrows? No one should go in the Well of Sorrows.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Looking at it, listening to it, that's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abalas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, But you are right. We must be cautious.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
This knowledge stays with the Inquisition.
Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
If you're dead, I'll kill you.
How do you feel?
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps, He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide. He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
Something from that well is speaking to me. No, it's hardly making sense.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead. Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
I have the well's power, Morrigan, not you.
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
I need to summon Mythal.
Whatever Mythal was, goddess or myth?
There. An altar in the wilderness. That's where I need to go.
I see you are determined. So be it.
Are you certain of this?
No. We must be ready for anything. A trap, or worse.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime. Inquisitor.
At your service.
Let's see what we have.
I heard reports of the events.
It sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once Corypheus is defeated.
I didn't expect a Chantry Mother to be interested in exploring.
Whether your gods are myths or aspects of the Maker, whatever we find will help us better understand our world. But of course, all that must wait until... Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
Can you tell...
What would you like to know?
How are...
With most of the Inquisition forces still at the Temple of Mathar, when your army returns, soon, even Skyhold will be filled to bursting with believers coming to... I have spoken with Ambassador Montillier. It will be tight, but we will...
Do you have him?
The refugees and with the rift near the people in the hill. More than that I cannot say. Inquisitor?
Can you tell me how our people...
What would you like to know?
How are...
With most of the Inquisition... When you... I have spoken with...
Your worship? Your worship?
What is your...
We are groaning with resources. A reflection of your...
I understand you were off to summon Do the mysterious voices of the well tell you what she, in fact, might prove to be?
I don't have many other...
I suggest you prepare yourself, Inquisitor. It will no doubt be...
I'd like to...
If you have questions, then ask. Greetings, Inquisitor.
Your worship.
Whatever you need.
How is it going?
With Skyhold shining like a... I think.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be the next divine, I assume.
That has not happened yet.
But it may.
If the Maker wills it, then yes, I will answer his call. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor. I trust all is well.
Do you have any advice?
Find Corypheus. If he and he will come. Whatever I shudder to think what a creature like that could concoct next, given the...
Do you have any...
We must guard Skyhold carefully.
That's it.
Another...
What do you think allowed the triumph of the temple?
I'm not listening.
One of our own entered, and one of our own emerged. The old ways remain.
Heretics and demons. That's all that was.
Inquisitor.
What's been going on?
Just relaxing. Taking a breath. You need to sometime.
I should...
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Can you think of any other tasks?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovered. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, and no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
We'll talk...
Your worship?
Can you think of any...
Nothing jumps out at me. I can...
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is... That's easy. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor.
Oh, don't get like... We're kicking this guy. Good to see you, boss.
See you.
Nice.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Anything we can do, just ask. Thank you.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Sarah, whatever's wrong, we can talk about it.
Oh, don't piss yourself. I just wanted to make sure it was you in there. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, Dunkabut, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelas said elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
How is aiming an arrow at my face a test?
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
You never do that to me again.
Fine, all right. Sorry I don't know how to deal with rubbish no one was meant to.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal?
Of course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
Frig, you're going elfy.
What?
It's when fairy stories make your ears droop for lost glory. But glory squats in the woods and smells like halla arse. Oh, I knew it was coming. Knew I shouldn't start to like you. I said it right. This doesn't fit. It can't fit. I'm not elfy. So say you're kidding and we can go back to our weird enough normal. Please, Inky.
You'll really end our relationship over what I think of some ruins?
Maybe I don't believe much or understand it, but some people think too much and can bend anything to fit anything. Some things just don't fit. Yes, you can explain it, and no, I won't get it. But I don't care. Some things don't fit. So take it back. Just say you'd rather look ahead. That's all.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I believe this is important for our fellow elves.
And say the other bit.
What?
You'd get it if you were smarter. If you understood what it meant to be elven. Take your elves. I'm just people. Tell me when we're kicking Coryphe's ass. The rest we don't do anymore. Fuck. Something on?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on. Oh, hi, yeah? Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right. So maybe it's still you. Someone needed to do something. I mean, you went wading into a well of... Even mad old Abelas. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done. You're still...
How is aiming an...
I heard once that if you're possessed... I don't know. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
Why are you dismissing what happened in Mythal?
Of course. None of it... I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like there can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
I'm with you. Everything in that temple was highly suspect.
Oh, good. I was worried you were going elfy on me. And by lumpy, I mean Coryphe shit, not your bits, because that would be gross. Lumpy bits. So yeah, I'm done. Food? Hello, you. Baking's getting better, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
We'll make it forever. We're working on a plan to kill Corypheus permanently.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you. He meant to watch forever. He called him.
I'll talk to you.
Goodbye. He didn't kill his father. He was his father.
I'll talk to...
Goodbye. He sounds new. Echoes of laughter on an empty riverbed. Not for sailing, but...
I'll talk to you.
Goodbye. I can talk with you.
Very well.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
For moments like this, perhaps.
There are fewer of those lately.
There's time now.
Sister Liliana says the guests are on their way. The last inheritances are discovered, and taupe is not a spring color. Good. Tell her we've prepared their best stateroom. The inheritors will be contacted, and yes, it absolutely is. It comes swiftly, this moment that would... The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
I couldn't have come this far without the Inquisition.
And there is the modesty. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Joseph.
It means much to hear you. Farewell, my lady. When you face... A pleasure.
What do the people make of
There's scarcely a noble house that has...
any
The Navarran minister was greatly impressed. Considering I've never seen him smile before,
What brightened the minister's spirit?
I believe he finds something romantic about our attempt to slay Corypheus' dragon.
He's more impressed by a dragon than the ancient dark.
It holds a certain cachet for Navarrans. Cassandra's family features... It's good to see you.
What do the people make of
There's scarcely a noble house that has...
any
None in part... Let us begin. Let's see what we have. Inquisitor?
Your worship.
How are you doing?
In this gilded fortress? How...
All's well?
How are your charges?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury. That'll do fine.
Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
If necessary, we could have left you in Skyhold. But now we don't need to. You can get close enough to Corypheus to kiss him now.
I hope that's not an order.
What do you think?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if...
You must have some feel...
Last time we dined, Sarah put away 12 potatoes and I'm not sure where any of it goes.
You must have some...
Cassandra hasn't forgiven. I think the worst of the anger has passed. It's just disappointing.
What do you think?
I have nothing but respect for Cullen. Maybe one day he'll learn to trust me again. But I'm not.
You must have...
Varric's amused at what's happened.
We...
It's good to see you.
Do you have any advice?
Watch the new recruits. Liliana says... Another...
Single tongues. Then crown.
I serve.
I do not like having that mirror illuviate. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it, but what if something else can?
Morrigan's our expert on the Illuvian. If you're worried...
I did.
And?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works.
Ah.
The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
Is there anything I should know?
I fear letting Calpurnia go was a mistake, but no harm has yet come of it.
Is there anything...
Not at present.
That's all.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
I don't support this. There are better candidates.
I see. Then I should be glad it's not up to you. It's time for change, Inquisitor. The Grand Clerics know that. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took... She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force... I was pondering who might... Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me?
If you were to...
Change? No more... In fact, the Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart.
I think you would make a good...
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I will make that mistake.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course, but they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet. So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move... What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
At this point, nothing.
I have researchers scouring the temple. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Anything to give us an edge.
Anything I...
It's been a long road, but Calpurnia's loss has left the Venatori demoralized. They'll be easy to eliminate.
Anything I...
Having the people trust...
Anything I...
Having the people trust...
Now leave.
Can't talk, Inquisitor. Too much.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your...
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything. Something you need?
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone. You seem very interested in my opinions.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear? How do you feel?
It's not every day one absorbs ancient elven magic.
It was strange at first, but I think I'm all right now.
Good. We can't have you falling to pieces on the eve of such an important battle. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes. Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
What are your...
I don't know what to make of Solus.
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight?
Tell you what, who better, right? So, I'm still trying to wrap. We went to an ancient rune where you consumed a pool of elven and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens... I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something?
Can I ask?
You want to talk about me?
Thanks.
No. What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Carry on.
I wish I had been with you at the Temple of Mythal. I could have warned you.
Warned me?
You gave yourself into the service of an ancient elven god!
What does that mean exactly?
You are Mythal's creature now. Everything you do, whether you know it or not, will be for her. You have given up a part of yourself.
You don't even believe in the ancient elven gods.
I don't believe they were gods, no, but I believe that they existed. Something existed to start the legends. If not gods, then mages, or spirits, or something we've never seen. And you are bound to one of them now. I suppose it is better you have the power than Corypheus. Which leads to the next logical question. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
This war proved that we can't go back to the way things were. I'll try to help this world move forward.
You would risk everything you have in the hope that the future is better. What if it isn't? What if you wake up to find the future you shaped is worse than what was?
I'll take a breath, see where things went wrong, and then try again.
Just like that.
If we don't keep trying, we'll never get it right.
You're right. Thank you.
For what?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You have offered hope. That if one keeps trying, even if the consequences are grave, that someday things will be better. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome. Good afternoon.
I need to know more about...
You have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a petulant child, he's ready for anything. He still believes himself a god.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. Good afternoon.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. Letherland.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
see what we have.
All right.
Inquisitor? All sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of...
I'll see you.
I can't... Ready to answer the great mysteries. I can't...
This is Inquisitor.
here. I can feel it.
Yes. I feel it as well.
You sure? There aren't any runes in these parts.
I'm sure it's here. Just keep an eye out. There it is. This is all that's left of the altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mythal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her. And one day she disappeared and they had no one to speak to.
This ritual. Should we leave you alone?
Don't go too far. I may need your help if there's trouble.
You will perform this mysterious summoning alone, Inquisitor? Very bold.
Did you come here to help, or to satisfy your curiosity?
I am eager to see what manner of creature responds to your call. Who would not be?
The voices say it will be Mythal.
And what is Mythal, beyond something thousands of years dead and gone?
They say you can remain.
How very hospitable of them.
You know who I am. The last to drink from your well of sorrows. Come to me, Mythal. Whatever you are, whoever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
I take it you know her.
She is a deceiving witch!
Oh, be a good lass and restrain her.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Of course you know. You drank from the well, did you not?
Then you are Mythal?
Whatever hold you have over me, release it now.
That is entirely up to my dear daughter.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
You can say anything you like. Why should we trust you?
What do the voices tell you?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. So young and vibrant, you do the people proud and have come far. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother?
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Oh, if only that were so. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
I know the name Flemeth. My people call you Asha Belinar, the woman of many years, and speak of your legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mythal is a part of you, why haven't you helped us? We've called to you, prayed to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now? You know so much.
You know not what you ask, child.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
This meeting was no accident, was it? The voices from the well directed me here, and you direct them.
Clever girl. The voices did not lie, Inquisitor. I can help you. The altar's guardian will come. Master the dragon, and it will be yours to command against Corypheus. Fail and die.
Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Now I have, and she is free to go.
But what of us?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now am rather pleased you drank from the well.
That was all rather odd.
Yes, well, Mother has always had that effect on people. Now, I believe, you have a guardian of the altar to master.
You act...
Corypheus, however. I have my dragon.
All you need now is Corypheus.
Have to make sure it's cleared after. Don't need squires losing feet.
Inquisitor.
Whatever you need.
It's good to see you.
Do you have...
You know what you need to do. And
Inquisitor.
What's been going...
Not much. Usual. Nice of you to ask.
Oh, Grey Warden, what have you done? The oath you have taken is
Inquisitor,
What's the current...
spirited enlightenment. Also,
What's the word?
the servants of the Empress sent us a crystal glass full of rose petals cradling a single gold.
make our only known.
Your worship?
Can you think...
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with it...
The stronghold lives on in the army.
Good to see you, boss.
Of course. Can you be forgiven?
Inquisitor!
Inquisitor.
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Hello, you.
He'll be with you.
A cold flame blazes in a robe worth more than...
Josephine wants to know what day I was born.
That's what she said, sir.
I don't see why that...
She said it was important, sir.
It's already passed. Yes?
Is there anything?
Not at present.
You've given up. That's your problem.
I've changed how I fight. The young like their victories sudden and violent.
That was in one of my books. You took it.
I wanted to know where you're learning all this. I don't want you rushing to the Dales dreaming of outlaws.
Stay out of my things. It's not your business.
I am at your service.
Inquisition?
So it's done.
Just about. The little ones in the camps don't have much. I thought this might cheer them up. Even in the midst of war, they deserve to be children.
It's almost time. Are you ready?
I am. I've been ready for a long time. Things become clear on the battlefield. It's where I truly know myself. Everything else fades.
You're content. I'm glad.
I am. There has always been one constant. I am a soldier. I am trained to kill, to follow orders, and to ask no questions. But this time, I'm fighting for something I believe in. The people I care about. I chose to stay with the Inquisition. I chose this fight. And the difference is profound. I have only you to thank. Something on your mind? Yes?
What do you think?
I just know that you could shake this world.
You must...
Madame Vivian only allied with the most poisonous snakes.
Herald of Andraste.
Can you tell me?
What would you like to know?
How are...
With most of the Inquisition first. I have spoken with...
Do you have...
The refugees with the rift. The people in the hills of... More than that I cannot say.
Inquisitor.
Mother must be very pleased. The Herald of Andraste, leader of the Inquisition at... I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced more than just what happened at the...
With Corypheus.
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire some... It's hard to imagine her motivation for doing so. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is. I knew there was more to her than I realized that she was. I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable... All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left.
So what do you
Now? Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider... You are her servant, but I am her daughter. I doubt... Whatever happens, I wish you well in the coming battle, Inquisitor.
I'd like to know more.
If you have questions, then ask. Greetings, Inquisitor.
Did you need something? Having the people trust.
Look at all these...
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Fancy meeting you here.
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
What are your...
I admire Cassandra's determination. If she had... Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling? Our dear Lord Doran. I always have time for you, my dear. Whatever would you like to know?
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Do you...
Tell you what. Who better, right?
We're marching soon.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Can I...
You want to talk about me?
Good afternoon.
We'll talk...
My friend,
I need to know more.
you have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a pet, be ready for anything. Goodbye.
ready to answer the great mysteries. It'll be wonderful. Everything's in place. Corypheus now waits a swift journey. And good luck. A pleasure.
What do the people make of
There's scarcely a noble house that had
any?
none in particular. At your service.
All right.
Was the summoning successful, Inquisitor?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
But you found what you needed.
I did.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Corypheus.
He did that? But why?
Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing! Morrigan, how clever of you. It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. If you desire death, you shall have it. Look at you, wearing slave markings on your face with pride. You are nothing. A race of sniveling cowards that shrank before Definta power. I shall wear your ears as a trophy when this is done, Rathas.
No talking to me.
Sarah! Inquisitor's down!
end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder! To finish this last rite